Here's part two of my interior design Bible. As an interior designer, these are just rules that I've come up with for myself and my projects. So these are by no means everyone's rules, they just work for me and my projects. Number one, this may be controversial. There's a time and place for a gallery wall. I hate to see when there's a big, beautiful open wall with so much potential and someone just felt obligated to make it a gallery wall to fill up the space. I am a firm believer in less is more, and there are infinite circumstances where a tiny little cute, thoughtful piece of art can do so much more than an entire gallery wall. Like, think of Architectural Digest. There are very few gallery walls, unless they are extremely thought out, intentional, and like made for the space in a way that was like designed around it, or if they are specifically centered over something that would call for a gallery wall, maybe a desk or a little entry table, but it's not just like everywhere. I love when there is a tiny little framed piece of art over something. It's just so chic and mysterious. I think it just works every single time. I don't know why. And if you are doing a gallery wall, it should not be like to the ceiling. I've never understood gallery walls that touch the ceiling. They go over like the doorways and everything. It's like, what is going on? Number two, staying in that same vein, kind of. When you're hanging things on the wall, they should always be centered within the wall space that you have. This is a rule that I don't even think about. I just do it subconsciously, like it just feels correct to me. I was in a home where there was a big blank wall and then a doorway leading to a hallway. In front of that, in that space, was a chandelier hanging over a dining table. And the chandelier was centered on the ceiling space. But then obviously this wall next to it had the door frame offsetting the wall space. So the amount of hanging space on the wall was not centered on the dining table. Okay, excuse my horrendous quick drawing of this, but I wanted to show you guys so that that makes sense. Here is the wall space that I'm talking about, and then the door's here. And so the table is off-centered to this wall, but centered in the room. Instead of hanging the painting center on the wall space that they had, they hung it centered on the dining table, and they hung their art here instead of centered on this wall. When you looked at the wall, it was just like completely off to the left. And I totally understand the intention behind that. It makes sense in your head to want to have everything centered on the piece of furniture that like is the room. And hanging things is super, super specific to the space. So I can't really make a general rule for that, but I feel like that's a good starting point. And lastly, this is not so much about design as it is just like method. Lead times always, always come faster than you think. So if you see a piece that you are in love with and it doesn't come for 2 months, there's been so many times where I have wasted time looking for something else that will come faster in the time that I just should have ordered the thing that I was looking at originally, and it would have already been here. Most cases, you will survive. Time passes so quickly that I would just go for the thing that you initially loved. Okay, that's all I have for today. And I will, of course, be back with part three soon.